851, turn right heading 180. Order 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established.
Hey everyone, welcome back to DJ's Aviation. Norwegian has had an extremely eventful last 12 months, from taking over the transatlantic scene, to performing better than British Airways, and to attracting attention from the international airlines group over a potential takeover. However, these highs in recent weeks have been clouded by a negative, and quite the negative for that matter. As 2018 came to a close, the airline announced it was facing severe financial troubles. While performing well on transatlantic services overall, 2018 was a difficult year for low-cost units trying to move into this transatlantic sector. The fall of Primera, Cobalt, and severe losses for other ULCs, like that of WoW Air, made that very clear. Fuel costs and competition all meant airlines were in a constant battle for survival, attempting to find new ways to advance and ways to keep passengers coming back. According to a few Norwegian news agencies, the airline is facing troubles as they attempt to acquire fresh capital, which will help satisfy the lenders. The airline has expanded quicker than other airlines and has therefore taken on a number of new aircraft as well. It's therefore gone down a path which sees it struggle to pay off its new acquisitions and has fallen into debt. Essentially, if Norwegian cannot pay off this debt in the coming days and or even weeks, this situation will only escalate. While many saw this as an opportunity to say the carrier would be ceasing operations before 2018 closed, the airline also announced on Christmas Day that it would be reducing its fleet number in 2019 as it begins the process of cost saving. A similar approach is actually being undertaken over at Etihad Airways, who saw a number of aircraft also depart in 2018 and are now considering putting on hold orders for their new generational widebodies, like that of the 777X, A350, and even some remaining 787s. These saving methods were announced on Christmas Day, as I mentioned, and if executed correctly, should actually save the airline around £180 million. While certainly not cancelling all aircraft, Norwegian could look to defer the delivery of their remaining new aircraft, like that of the A321neo LR. Deliveries were expected to begin this year, the Boeing 787, and of course the Boeing 737 MAX series. Like other carriers, Norwegian has been heavily impacted by the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 engine issues, which have hit the 787 series. The Trent 1000 issues come from the durability of the engines and other issues on top of this. These problems have resulted in multiple 787s for Norwegian being grounded, an aircraft which would usually operate on their popular transatlantic services. In the meantime, Norwegian has drafted in the likes of the Hi-Fly A380 to cover. This disruption has done them far from good, and the fact that there is still no end in sight to these Trent 1000 troubles is of a concern to this airline. While the carrier is without a doubt struggling, similar to that of WoW Air, Etihad Airways and other airlines facing financial troubles, they should never be fully written off. 2019 will not only be an interesting year for Norwegian to see how they deal with these new developments, but also other carriers. Stay tuned for a 29 preview where I discuss the talking points for the upcoming year. What are your thoughts on the situation currently going on at Norwegian? Do you believe they stand a chance and will survive past 2019? Let me know down in the comment section below. One thing is for sure though, we know they have survived the 9-day estimation given by a lot of people. I'd like to thank you very much for tuning into this video of mine, and I do very much look forward to you all joining me in the next one.
Dreams tonight, and we'll fly.